Yo, what's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, CollectiveKicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this week's Top 5 Tuesday video, and I thought this one would be a fun one to do because I ran into this problem today. Actually, I was wearing my lunar charges at work today for the first time, and I realized they fit a little bit too small. They're half size too small. I know this is a fundamental issue for a lot of us out there that have to buy our sneakers on the internet, and we don't have access to try them on before we buy them. It's definitely a modern day sneaker issue that we don't have like a real easy solution for. So this is going to be top 5 ways to make sneakers that are big or small fit you better. And I think this is going to be a helpful tips video for you guys. And if it is, hit the thumbs up button, show you guys the support. And if you guys have future suggestions for top 5 Tuesday videos, again, leave those in the comment section. I do monitor them all the time, and I'm trying to get more ideas for the future videos. But this one I think is a really relevant one. Brands are not consistent with sizing of sneakers. Sometimes they're too big, sometimes they're too small, even if it's the same size that we want to buy. So I'm a 9.5, and if I buy a 9.5 in certain models, they're going to fit me differently than in other models. And you'd think that it would be like universally the same, but it's not. So as a result, we definitely have sizing issues, and we don't always know what size we need to purchase. Therefore, we get pairs that are a little bit too big or a little bit too small, or situations like this. This is the only option I had. It was a size 8, and I'm a size 9.5 usually. And this is something that I was gifted, and I was like, man, like I wanted this shoe so bad. I made this shoe work, and I've been able to wear this a handful of times with no problems. And I'll tell you some of the secrets and tips as how to make that happen. Also, if you get pairs that might be a little bit too big, this one runs a little bit too big, there's ways to make it so it doesn't crease as easily and that it fits your foot a little bit better than just kind of the standard. So hopefully, again, this is helpful for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into my top 5 tips. All right, guys, so tip number 5, if the shoe fits you a little bit too small. So these ones, again, are a little bit too small for me. One thing that you can do is use a shoe tree or a shoe lengthener, and I'll put a link in the description to a shoe lengthener. This is also a shoe tree that I got from Reshoevn8r, and basically you can put that inside of the shoe and it will stretch out the materials and make it a little bit longer. It's something that you kind of have to leave in there, and it also depends on the materials. This shoe right here might not stretch out that easily because it's a foamposite. This shoe might stretch out a little bit easier because it's kind of a cloth upper, and leather shoes for sure stretch out a little bit easier. And you can also get this spray on the shoes, and you can spray it and then stretch the shoes, and it actually stretches the leather. So like on Jordan Retros, it works a lot better than on something like a foamposite. But it is definitely an option if you're trying to just have it fit just a little teeny bit better. So also the other big, huge tip that I recommend is to remove the insole. It's really, really important that if you're gonna try to get these things to fit a little bit better, the easiest thing you can do is just remove this, and it gives you that much more wiggle room on the inside of your foot. And I can't tell you guys enough times, like I've actually worn these a handful of times because I was able to remove the insole and loosen the laces. And a combination of that, like these actually fit okay. It was very snug all the way to the end of the foot, but I made these work, and I've been able to wear them with no like foot cramps or complaints at the end of the day. So that's definitely one of the easiest things that you can do is just remove the insole. Okay guys, so the first couple tips were if the shoe is too small. Now a couple tips for you guys if the shoe is too long. That can make the shoe fit a little bit better. For one, you can get extra socks. So I know it's kind of a no-brainer, but you can add an extra pair of socks on your feet, and then it makes it a little bit more filled out inside of the shoe. So double up on the socks, it's quite easy, or get thicker socks, wool socks, or whatever you might actually want to be rocking in those shoes that you might be putting on your feet. The next thing is you can get an extra insole. So you can get like a Dr. Scholl's insole and actually put it on the bottom of your foot. That will obviously elevate your foot, and so it will hit the top part of the tongue section. So there's less wiggle room up and down with the additional cushion from the insole. And you can check the link in the description if you guys want to see some links to some insoles like from Amazon and stuff like that. But that's definitely an easy way as well. Sometimes what I like to do is just take other insoles out from other shoes. I did a video of this already from the Chuck Taylor Lunar Line insoles, and I swapped them out with my Air Jordan 1 insoles, and it's just a more comfortable ride in general than a regular Air Jordan 1. So it's always an option to do that if you guys want to do that as well. They have this thing called a shoe filler, and I'll link these in the description as well. And it's basically like a little wedge of foam that you put on the front part of your shoes. So if they're a little bit too long, it actually makes it so your toe box ends like right here, and then you can just go ahead, fit the foot a little bit easier because it doesn't have all this wiggle room like remaining for the shoe. So it's kind of a nice solution when you have something that's just a little bit too big. Also, it prevents the creasing from the shoe, is to have these like little shoe fillers in the front of your shoe. All right, guys, so the last tip I'm going to leave you guys with is to use something called a heel liner. It's basically just as it sounds. It's a liner for your heel. It's a little adhesive fabric cushion system that you push on the back of your heel, and then it makes it easier for you when you slip on your foot that it fills the gap in the back area of the shoe. So you could go ahead and do the shoe fillers up front. You can have the heel linings in the back, and then the extra insoles and the double socks. I mean, I could probably rock a 13 right now if I wanted to, but not to be honest, though, you don't have to use all of these suggestions at once, and some of them might work better for some types of sneakers than others. With that being said, hopefully you guys found this video somewhat informative. Leave some extra comments if you guys have other suggestions and other tips and tricks for how a smaller shoe can fit better or a larger shoe can fit you better. I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say in the comment section. But thank you guys. That's all we have for this week's Top 5 Tuesday video. Loving this series. I'm really enjoying doing content for you guys for these Tuesdays. I actually look forward to it every week, planning the video and then hopefully executing well for you guys. And if you guys do like the video, again, hit the thumbs up. Check back, though, not only on Tuesdays. I post content every single day, unboxing videos, reviews, whatever it might be. And I love posting videos for you guys. So thank you for watching. Catch you guys some more videos. I'm going to go hang out with Harrison and the wife. Peace, guys.